Our everyday activities. 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 Do not get break. Think I know you to say. You and your friends, boom, gossiping every day. But our everyday activities. Sometimes I think it's fun. I turn out to be positive. Come to my house, what you need, and you drink. Go to my neighborhood, you got it for me. What did they say? And they got nothing to do with the life. The everyday activity that I want to do. So, no despite the better we can keep you up with. Not keep glass, nobody can believe it. Go, I'm an everyday activity. Don't want you to go. Get on the floor, tell them what we do. Everyday activity is something that we produce. Cheer all day, make sure don't go to jail. But let the money spend, yeah, let them do their play. I'm a soon on tape. One chicken say, Gogo, it's so classic. It's so fast. It's about music. There are crimes in many places, in every community, you know, you can see. So if you see crime, you report it. Don't take law in your hands. Authority, really can't take care of it. Crime stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a you must talk it. I mean you cheche, you wait for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stopper, keeping stopping crime for all of us. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Robbie, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh, no, Charles. Tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. That they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exeter's Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
When you want some more, I provide. So we start to talk. Come on, going deep and deeper. Put in to Ichiki. We are living sense in her.
morning. Good morning. A very pleasant good morning wherever you're joining our broadcast. This morning, we'd like to welcome you to the program from the print news here on Freedom Communications Incorporated. As a matter of fact, today is Thursday and it's what's on your mind. Yeah. And this is one of my favorite time, right? On Thursday, where we have all of the time to talk about the various issues that are happening in our country, where we have ample time we can stress on these issues. My name is Esther Daku, and Window is not here today. He's not faring too well. Let's wish him a speedy recovery. We also have Aliyu Masale, who just joined us. Good morning to you, Aliyu.
Good morning, Esther. Good morning,
Yeah,
my Nigeria. This is Adiyu Masade from Baltimore, Maryland. Glad to be here this morning again
thank
on
you. Mm,
Green News. What's on your mind? It's not
I'm
easy to.
telling you. No. So, what's on your mind? And very shortly, we will open our telephone lines. But before we get to you, we also have to let you know what's on our mind. So, Aliyu, we can start with you. Let us know what's on your mind, and then I can pick from there.
Hmm. Just be worry ahead. Let me get my children ready quick. I will join you.
Okay, so go ahead. Well, today, this morning, well, I think I'll be speaking in all of the drivers' interest because currently we have inspection going on in the country, and I understand that this is something that has to be done, but what I want to say is a little advocacy that concerns the essence of car registration, the essence of insurance, and all of that. I think it's important for every nation to pay their taxes, to have their cars registered and all of that. With these monies being paid, it helps our country economy. We have a lot of things going on. We have civil servants working, and all of that. And yeah, we have to pay them. So all of these monies are very, very much important. But it hurts when you are paying these kind of money, and at the end of the day, you're seeing nothing is being done about it. Most especially where insurance has become something that you cannot wait and say I want to do it in my own time and stuff like that. It has become compulsory that you're driving car in this town, you must have an insured car before you put it on the street. That's not a bad thing. Well, but sometimes we have to take consideration of what's happening in the country at the moment. Like right now, there are a lot of cars that have been parked, and somebody will say the month is almost to an end. Some people car document expire even today. Today's the 24. Your car registration expires today, and you probably supposed to take your salary by the 30th or the 31st of the month, and now you have to park your car and find it very difficult to get to work. I mean, these are things that we should handle ahead of time, but I think sometimes it's very imposing on people, right? Look at I was coming to town this morning and we had to be bumping from LPRC. I mean, you pass LPRC a little bit before Clara Town there, and that entire place is, I mean, it's a rock and roll. I mean, you're bouncing there. The moment you pass from that end, your car starts to sound that kind of with that coco sound, and all of that will be on it. It is a good thing to pay taxes to government. We have to register our vehicles, but we are also asking the government, can you not let these monies we pay just be paid because we have to pay them, and rather we be able to feel the impact of the money we spend? Our roads are bad. We understand that you are patching these roads, but how long is it going to last for? Look at the ends that you have not reached to yet. We're still struggling with them. We understand that everything cannot be done at once, but we are appealing that these things be hindered. We cannot be paying taxes to government during car registration. Every year you go and pay 150 US dollars. You have to pay 100, I think $125 for insurance. You have to do driver's lessons every 2 years. We pay this money. These are our money. We worked for them. And we have to pay. We have to pay taxes from our salaries. And we pay all these things. At the end of the day, it hurt us because we see our country going nowhere. We see our politicians getting, enriching themselves. Yeah. Look at some of the representatives we elected in our various districts who were, on path with us. We all were kind of, hindering things the same way. Look at them right now. Their lives have changed. Why can our lives change too? So is it country resources for just, a few group of people to enjoy it, why the others should be enjoying it through development? Because that's the only way we can enjoy it, through development. So this is my appeal this morning. In as much as we are paying this money, it hurts us more, especially when we do not have it and we have to look for it to pay it. Things has to be done. Things has to be done. We're seeing the way the road is being patched, yeah, and that's one of our problems. We will patch the road. After a while, we will start having pop holes. Instead of coming to patch the pop holes, we will wait for the road to damage totally before we think about coming back to do something about it. It sends us right back. It means we're not progressing. It means we are hindering problems temporarily. At the end of the day, we go right back to that problem and start all over. Why are we not learning? So that's what I have on my mind this morning. I'm not going to go into politics. I'm more interested in what benefits me, because what benefits me, what benefits the entire country holistically should be my priority. So I think we have to bring Ali back on. Ali, are you done with the kids?
Yes, yes, I'm okay.
I'll tell you. Go
You know,
ahead.
I have the visitor.
Uh-huh.
Thank you there. Yes, to the issue what's on your mind today.
Mm-hmm.
And you just talk about the transport. Yes, the people carry on inspection.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we know that's one of the good thing the government they operate on the taxes that they generate from the country.
Mm-hmm.
Even though all the taxes government generate, we the citizen we only get 20%, and then the other 80% go on wasteful spending. You see, because I always say wasteful spending because these are some of the things I always say. The day someone always want to say, oh yes, like for me when I want to come Liberia, I say I want to be lawmaker. I want to come when I see that, oh yes, all of our lawmakers right now, 10 position have been cut down to 4 years, or no more buying for the $5,000 car.
Mm-hmm.
Government is no more paying for somebody who's get to their houses. Government is no longer paying for your gas you're using for your car. The government is no more giving you money for your generator. These are the time some of all we want to come to that country. Then I believe my country is not a serious country. Because we can't be crying that we poor, we poor. You look at someone you buy them for the $5,000 car, every 3 years you buy them another one and the car still remains with them. These are wasteful spending.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you paying me 15,000 and you will be paying my horse gas? At the same time, you giving me money for gas. At the same time, you pay my office staff. At the same time, you giving me money to buy gas and put it in my generator. So what the essence of paying me 15,000? What the essence? That wasteful spending.
Of course.
You give these people 6 years, nothing they do in 6 years. Cut it up to 4 years. You see? Look at America. When they stake the double Liberia 2-3 times, representative they only serving for 2 years. Our senator 6 years, president 4 years. Like next year we have another election for representative because they only go for 2 years. And all the benefit you see our lawmaker getting in that country, America, like they say, the greatest country in the world, our lawmakers are not even getting those benefits.
Mm-hmm.
You see, buy me $20,000 car for my 4 years. If I go to my home, when I come back, all my body hurting, That way, encourage me for us to put more money in the budget, and we lobby. We talk to the Ministry of Public Welfare for our area and team to see how they can face our roads.
Mm-hmm.
This thing, but that this are thing we want to see happening in our country. Then we say yes. And when government generate the revenue, if even 45% can come to the citizen and the other one go on government expenditure, that will help to make the country a better place. And this issue about the insurance and thing, insurance is very good for me. I like it.
Yeah.
In America here, I'm telling you, we get people in this country, my sister, they will go, they get a car, they do all kind of jubaju. They don't want to put insurance on these cars, and they are driving them. When you talk, they say, well, the essence of putting insurance on the car, sometimes you drive whole year, you can even say had an accident. So all the money you spend on insurance, it go free. So for that reason, they will be driving without insurance. All the hit and run that can happen in this country, 75% it come from drivers who their cars are not insured. When they hit you, they run. Because insurance violation, that's small thing. Just that the moment you touch my car, the first thing I come to you, I ask you for your driver license, your vehicle registration, everything. You have to give everything to me. I take down all your particular, I give it back to you. I give you my own, and I tell you, I say, okay, yeah, Esther, you have to call the police. I'm not calling police. You hit me, you will call the police. They can't you report yourself. Even my car in Liberia, the moment my car got there, everything, I make sure put insurance, everything on it. Because I live in a country, we don't play with insurance. But my greatest surprise in Liberia, sometimes when some of these things happen, you call insurance company, say they get time. Somebody damage your car, at the end of the day, nothing good you can get from these people.
Mm-hmm.
So what the essence of me paying insurance? This last week, I went to go pick up pizza for my daughter. Esther, my sister, just opening my car door, and it hit the other car that was parking the V mirror. Just a little. And when I got down, while I go with the girl, she jumped for her car. Excuse me, sir. You don't know you hit my car? You put dent on my car? A little scratch. That even said reach to my fingernails. That girl said I should call my insurance because of that little scratch that got on her car. And I took the picture, everything. And she started scraping it with her nails. And the whole thing just went away. But if you could see how that girl was screaming at me for that small little mark that got on her car. You see, that the people, they don't joke. Some people, they pay insurance whole year. When the year is coming to an end, they're trying to fake accident. They're trying to do all kind of things just so you can hit their car some kind of way for them to get money, because they feel like I pay insurance whole year, they didn't have accident, nothing, and then so that free money I pay. But insurance is very good, you see. But just that in our country, Liberia, you will pay all this money. Even though the money is small in Liberia for insurance, like here, sometimes some people pay $200, $250, $175 a month for insurance. Sometimes Liberia, whole 6 years, you pay $150, $200 for 6 years, 6 months rather insurance. Yeah, we pay monthly. You see, like my car full coverage, I pay the $250 every month just for insurance. You see, so these things, they are good, but just that, as I said, when the people, all the money the government generate, they go enjoy themselves while we are still suffering.
Exactly.
And what's my again, it had to do with this Supreme Court ruling. Yes, this whole legislative impact in the whole, this thing started. Blah blah blah. The people, oh, the president in the team. For people say, oh, the president not in it, but you don't need a rocket scientist to tell you. Even the baby that was born today, when they could talk, he said that he explained to them, they will say, oh, but the president is supporting these people. Supreme Court Kimball, they say, ultra viral. Everybody, oh, the ruling was ambiguous, it was this, it was that, the Supreme Court wasn't clear. Now the Supreme Court has come clear. And even before that, Speaker Kofa said that anything the Supreme Court say, what the Supreme Court say, everything the majority bloc did, it was in line with the Constitution and the rule of law of our country. He accept and he work with them. But if they say What they did was unconstitutional. It was illegal. They expect them to accept and for them to move on for the forward march and the best of our country. We've been waiting. Finally, Supreme Court came, breaking into somebody's office, calling justices from the Supreme Court bench that liquor talk, bringing people to beat on lawmaker, signing budget, signing this, doing everything that you did, jumping through. We know all the funny things that you did. These are all unconstitutional and illegal. Mr. Kufa is the Speaker of the House of Representatives in the Republic of Liberia. Until I went, there was nothing to say ultra viral for them to say, oh, the Supreme Court, they didn't come clear. Everything you people did that was not in line with Article 33 and 49 of our Constitution, they said it was ultra virus. Saying you people, they didn't understand the Latin word called ultra virus, it means it was unconstitutional, it was illegal. So this is time for the majority bloc to accept and then move our country forward. And I see people like Wilmot P, people that Mo Ali them, or people like James Colette them, talking all kind of funny things, doing all kind of funny things in that country. And character like Mo Ali there, in any serious minded country, you will never see him working in government of his character. What was people like James Colette doing before becoming lawmaker in that country? I will always say this, Liberia, because we are in a gullible society, this is why you see all we continue to make these mistakes. We had to avoid electing those kind of irresponsible people all of the time to represent us. Not because Aliyu Masale, oh yeah, the last time my child was not in school, he the one help me. The last time I never have food, he the one gave me $20. That does not qualify me for you to look at me and say you gave me your vote. No. These are some of the mistakes we continue to make in our country. Because somebody gave you $20 today, somebody boy you have back already, you never have food, you go and stay in line. You looking at his character. You looking at his integrity, but because he gave you $20 in boy you have back already, you go and vote for him. Or because I'm from Bonkate District 7, you from Bonkate District 7, oh yeah, I go and vote for you. We had to stop electing irresponsible people to send over there to represent us. When I was reading the independent newspaper this morning, I seen Famule, or this is the first time to go and make report to his district, saying he took office, telling them about the challenges they've been having, this and that. What the challenges you've been having, the people send you over there to go represent them. And you went there to join people to remove a speaker insulting people. You
Okay.
think that why they send you there for? That the challenges you were facing to go and remove a speaker, passing around insulting people? Who sent you to do that? You see James Colette talking about impeachment bill to impeach the justices on the Supreme Court benches and that all the funny thing. Because Rachel Kuhn was the regime speaker and you are already on some of the budget committee, now he coming to lose it. Those people, they are not thinking about you and I. Everything they do is about themselves. They were there because for Natikofa, they didn't put some of them on committee. For Natikofa, they didn't give some of them lesson play number 10. They gave them lesson play number 40, meaning that they lower people in the house. All these funny
Not me.
things. Oh, yes, my sister, these are some of the things. And now on committee, you look at me, I want to be representative 6, you give me representative 20. When you're driving, say people see you, they say they men are local men. These were the funny thing then. Budget manipulation. If you people say they men were corrupt until you order the horse inside, you will be there, you will be part of the auditing. If the only if you're sure. But those people, they only after themselves, they're not after you and I. These are some of the reasons we want to get a president that will cut down those standing positions, those wasteful spending, so that people shouldn't yet be thinking that going in the House of Representatives, senator, or working in government, that the only way they can survive now by getting rich. When I pay you $10,000, I buy you $20,000 car for your 4 years, That $10,000, you put gas in your car. What the people they don't go to that various districts and things. Oh, I know you coming to work for capital building, you living in Monrovia. That the car are buying for you. You want to go and buy a $100,000 car, you can be saving your $10,000 salary. These are things the government need to be doing. We want a serious-minded government or visionary president that will come to transform our country. That's somebody that will say, "You vote for me, I will do this." Look at the person, you know who they are. And today, people say Joseph Waka get 42 years experience, this and that. We expect him now to apply for the 2 years experience. This is your government. Anything happen, they will not say, "Oh, Rachel Kun government, James Colette government, Women Pay government, Mo Ali government." They will say Joseph Waka administration. This is what happened. They had two speakers. The Supreme Court came out with ruling. The other speaker say he can't abide by Supreme Court ruling. Everything will go on Joseph Waka tomorrow.
Mhm.
So he had to apply for the 2 years experience as you got in the country yesterday immediately. Any serious man the country with a president that meant well for his people. All those things that Richard couldn't get, he didn't get it on his own. You told your police director and your justice minister they went the script the speaker off. So by read yesterday, as a president who is not into the removal, the illegal removal of Speaker Kofa, immediately yesterday you were to call your justice minister, your police IG by now. All those things they taken for Richard Kun. Let me see the power Richard Kun get now to say you will not agree to Supreme Court ruling. Let me see the power of the other people get to say the going send impeachment bill for the chief justices on the Supreme Court bench. Let's see it. And the only thing Mr. Kofa need now to make sure he can get the number, whether he needs 6 or 7 people on his side to conduct quorum.
Mhm.
And once he get that number, those other people they don't want to come. You call them, they don't want to come, and you already get your number. You have in quorum. You can suspend them for suspension. You get the right. You can expel them, and where NEC declare that seat vacant. The only thing now is for you to get the number. Try to see how many people can come on your side. As
Mhm.
some of them say, when the Supreme Court say we are what we're doing is not good, Speaker Kofa is the speaker who will go by and follow the rule of law. Those that said they were waiting to see them now. But it will still be there for Joseph Waka to be giving them money. It's up to them. So this is time now we're coming to see if Joseph Waka made well for we the Liberian people if he really came to rescue us. Because the whole thing now is rely on the president. Anything goes wrong, he will be the one who hold responsible.
Of
He
course.
get the power now to call his people and they scrape Rachel Kun off and turn everything over to Speaker Kofa. It is on Speaker Kofa now to make sure he get his number to conduct quorum. He need to be talking to them. And this issue, people say Speaker Kofa should resign. It doesn't make sense. If you wanted to resign, you should have resigned ever since. Don't wait for
Mhm.
some people to come and say, "Oh yeah, you the rest speaker." Then you say you're coming to resign. So why you been wasting time for? And
Mhm.
that clause that they get in the Constitution, where a bunch of few group of people, rebel can just get together to remove a speaker. These are things we need to work on in our country to do some amendment and get that nonsense up. So that the issue of removing speaker wherever unity party come to power can stop. Those nonsense it need to stop. So today is what on your mind. Let's hear from the people. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ali, for your own uh talking point. Was on your
I wonder
mind.
why we getting girls today, man.
I don't know. I sent God the link. Probably because it's busy. That's why he's not with us. But let's go to our telephone line. Call us on 0776-104-104, Those of you following us online, call us on +231-865-00104. And today is Thursday. We're talking what's on your mind. It's not about what we thought, what Aliyu point was or what my point was. Okay, it's about what's on your mind. What do you have to say? Concerning our country, concerning what's happening in your various communities, and all of that. That's why we are here. Hello, this is our first caller. Let's have you. Morning. Welcome to the show. Let's hear you.
Yeah, patient qualification.
Go ahead, patient.
Yeah, as for the issue, what my man this morning is, I want to tell Honorable Papa
Hmm.
that this material, the quote material body funding, paper off. Did I agree to say I want to political money? Never with that.
Mm-hmm.
That is the only say, it's not going to car. So they can receive Papa to say I want to jam political money. So they know it. Okay, this was the kind they get this thing. These people, they get it starting of the executive. If the executive was not behind the people, there's no time finish. Why when John Well they now try to remove Chima, Papa Chima. No, we are not coming back to it, but they get the power, the executive get backing. Then Joseph Parker United Party, they talk for Miami United Party. Miami come, I say, why on the photo? But then some of the young party people can't put stay on the photo. In that case, we're coming to be or incentive there, escalate. And something, just how can I get, just how look for one room for them to make the office and become every time of whatever was definitely again. They record the planning, they will never let it. The Papa will never refuse to say, I'm too late. They said that when they get big power in that one, Papa.
Okay. Thank you.
Never back down.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
for the show.
Thank you so much for your contribution. Let's take a question. Hello, welcome.
Oh yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm okay. Welcome to the show. Let's hear you. What's on your mind?
Yeah, let me say hi to my study in the U.S. This is Edmond Carr. You
What's on your mind?
what we were sure of was that Supreme Court were going to ruin the interests of the Liberian people. We were aware that Supreme Court associate and the Chief Justice of Liberia were going to be by the law, and the law is the law. So now they have done their part, but it's not left for the government with the executive, because when we were in sixth grade, the Supreme Court interpret, the judiciary do the interpretation, the executive enforce. So it's not optional. We're not asking Bwaka, we're not appealing to the Bwaka government. What we are telling them is that Supreme Court has ruled that Fonati is the legitimate speaker. So what is important now, he don't need to be here. The order should have been given that all of the security and all of the card that are assigned to the purported speaker should be withdrawn and restore Fonati Kopa back. And what we expected them to start doing. But instead, all of the government supported who are in ministers and managing directors, if the law says go, they are sorting the Supreme Court bench. They are doing all kind of denigrating remark, making all kind of denigrating remark against Supreme Court. So what they want the Supreme Court to have done? To say, oh, Papa just speaker, you are the real speaker? No. They talk about separate branch of government. How do you say you are separate branch of government and Supreme Court is interfering? Is that interfering? When they are fully aware that the separation they were talking about, everybody has their function, they are exercise, they are part of their function, then you have problem with it. So we ask them to do the needful. Because if you don't do, the citizen need to come out and force the guys to do the right thing. Because you're gonna have one group of people that will continue to dictate the movement of the Liberian people, how the Liberian people survive. Because when you invest come to the country, okay, from the way through. Can you bring investor in the country when the legislature are local here? So that is the reason why sometimes we come to see that Bwaka were not prepared for the presidency. Okay, that were pushing for interim government so that they could have benefit. So they were not prepared to govern, because once who really presidency to govern, you will see the way in which they will conduct themselves. Anything we're talking about, we couldn't have been here today. But he has sat there, supported these guys, lives in hotels, supported them, giving them the money. Everything he still want to give them the money and support them to remain. What we are saying to Fonati, let it be on record that you never resign. The situation escalated to the end of Bwaka term. let it be so. But don't resign the law on your side. If they come under your gavel, and you deem it necessary that the no more have confidence in you, you want to turn down, yes, you can do so. But once they have refused to come under your gavel, you say you reserve for peace, for Liberia. No, Liberia will be here for peace, but for Liberia. We're not sure that nothing going to happen tangible under this government. So don't mortgage your legacy, don't mortgage your integrity because in the name of peace. No, hold on, so that they can be able to do the right thing for Liberia. Let me say things to you, or to you guys, Esther, William, and all of the team are Freedom FM. Because if guys going to be spending with us, saying we're not going to be where we are today because everybody don't mind it. They were doing their honor core thing, but we kept pressuring them, and the right thing had been done for the Liberian people. It is history now. It is on record that the right thing was done by the Supreme Court, and they have washed their hands out of it in the life of Waka to punch the country in the mess. It's to rescue. So it's up to him. So we'll keep watching it. We'll keep pushing them so they can do the right thing for the Liberian people. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Edmund. Let's go to this line. Hello, welcome.
Hi,
I'm okay. I'm fine. My Sissy.
yeah.
My Sissy, your voice going low now. What happened? Are you coming on now? Welcome to the show. Let me.
You say hi to my son, my family. I had a son who put my phone yesterday, but I can't the way he sent it out what it is. They want to bring all that, but you can't happy. You can't happy. They stole my phone yesterday, Esther.
Amen.
Yeah, what I want to say to the people like you, Esther, let the law be the law. You understand? We better say this thing down without number. Let the law be the law. No much better than big shame. You too happy now? The thing was wanted to happen, they happy now. I think the next one shame was there. You like, yes, you ever say, oh, let's go back and get off 49. You understand? But he said no, because he's greedy for power. He's going to careful, taking 25, 35. All the money people get me, they pay you 35. When you're coming back to take leadership. And now you can take leadership. So we say thanks to the court, the higher from our land. They are spoken. But the one telling the photo there is Oscar Barrow, a Governor Barrow, Abba Barrow. They didn't get over my fellow Esther. They said it was their own political power was wrong, and they were in the lead. So they were going how was doing all kinds of things, taking the budget, putting it all in their own pocket. What the post suffering outside. So the poor couple will have ruled and said, you can't understand it. It's important to forget in the big war, but we'll tell you now, where the poor go say that. You wrong. What you doing? You forcing yourself in the leadership. They not belong there. Pack your things and leave. Women school to pack your things and leave. We beg you. We not need no more. That man must take the seat. Go ahead, you will get your body now and remove the man. And if we're not fighting for power, we say when you get your body now, today I will step down. If what you want to do, you want to step the president of this country. They let the law be the law. What the law say, we require let go back. You want your leadership, go for the now, tell the man from the so court, thank you to the court. Also, look, that won't stay for ground. She went out for Baka, where they will move on, they will feed them and the business. But when it ran, we said they were wrong, they said they were wrong yesterday, but today, not in the favor, it's right. They said they were ready to court, Esther. When they won the election, they were going to court. And the court rule, even when they know you 40%, we are, when they treat their pay, they ran to court, you were here, Esther. We said, Mama, this man, yes, but you can't go over. The court told that they were wrong. After they were legitimate, now they were people there. Rebel, I said, leader in this country. No. The person know you wrong, but thinking the man pay. Get a man salary, get a man benefit. And the person get all the benefit to it. Then you want for that. You can get it for far, get a fire. They want to suspend people and to see the benefit and a salary. You will pay for what you take in this country. We suffer, you not see that one. Before you there to talk for us, but the way you proceed is wrong. You don't go back, President Waka will beg you. You said they gave men job to unborn. Now they tell a job to you to our old men that get all the wisdom, all the knowledge. Why educated go like President we are? So they give it to you. What happening? You call him, he said no, and you said beyond food, can't say you're not resigning. Because they got banking the Madonna yesterday. They got banking Esther. They got blue sky and say, they don't want to buy who bought in the market or in the store. You want to super far on the ground, or outside market. So they get a phone now, they get more to talk. So cost our house of the land. So you saw which is poor alley. People now backing and back up anything. He told the man, say, my man, go and get right. Say, you know, I will stand by you. He said, my man, will have anything to do. I want to say what the post said. Because there's no fool. Fine, I am the third thing what the people. No, just a minister. It's strong as SOD. But you say he gives. Yesterday, anything from my brother. That's why he joined the governor of food. Because they're doing the country money. So we spend and one who help us this way. I'm taking in and move for a couple of hours. We're taking you walk down that kind of walk out in your dream. Let your dream for once. And for our begging and suffering too much. And practical fast acting for your standing. You stood on the ground for the country for the rule of law. And when you did, they will take prisoner in the country. They will never ever try it. In the government. When they go in that street, they will never ever try it. Thank you for standing. Thank you for having my son.
Thank you, Ma Sisi. Let's go to our Lone Star line. Let's have you. Hello, welcome.
Yeah, morning, Esther.
Morning, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Let me say hi to Matale in the diaspora. And we call it State on this flight. I want to use this time to salute Honorable Speaker Panati Kofa for standing stood to the laws, for being very committed and consistent to set this positive precedent in the periphery of our country. I would also like to salute all of the lawmakers who were not shaken by suspension or withdrawing of their salary by this government. And I would partially like to all our colleagues who have been saying over the past time, in fact, the president has nothing to do with this. The judiciary has played a part. The judiciary has set the pace of positive precedent. I think this is the time now for President Bouaka to exonerate himself for this. Because he has been said, quote unquote, by all the lawmakers of the majority black who had unable to represent their constituency in a hall for which today they illegally attempted to have removed because Kofa, for which today they were dancing, yelling, all sorts of things that have with our country, brought our country to that today, Liberia is not in comparison to all other countries around. Democrats have been undermined. This is the time President Bouaka should prove to the Liberian people that once upon a time, other people said he was part of this whole saga, and this is the time he should exonerate himself. And I want to say again that those lawmakers who want to know consistently honor, they should be aware that their children are still surviving on the taxpayer money of Liberia. Whatever thing they will do.
Hello, are you there? Oh, it's like Lone Star wants to harmonize your credit. Hello? Hello, are you on the line? Well, I'm sorry. I think his credit was harmonized. Let's come to this person. Hello, welcome.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Thank you. My name is Hussein. I'm Hussein Kewu.
Go ahead.
I come from Jacobstown. So let me use this time to say thank you to the Supreme Court for such a clear interpretation of the constitutions. But the beats on imagination when I listen to people who have said the president trying to interfere or wanted to have interfere with the will of the Supreme Court. No, he created a space for independence, which of course the Supreme Court had their opinions and they came up with the opinion that was more clearer. But somebody saying the president needs to take actions. Oh yes, the president needs to. But that was not a problem when an associate justice of the Supreme Court was impeached on the watchful eye of the former president, which of course he went to ECOWAS, and ECOWAS instructed the government to pay him up or restore his right. No, his right was abused, and they said the ECOWAS should go to hell because they never heard one thing from the ECOWAS. So if it's not in your interest, no, it's not a problem. But what I want to say, I would
democracy has grown, and thanks to the president for showing a level of independence to the court and the justice of our country, where there is no political interference, that justice or justices of a different court can come over ruling and nobody will question them. Our democracy has grown in Africa, and thanks to the president. So we just look up to the majority bloc to do the needful, which of course I know they will do, but the president will not interfere with a separate branch of government, which is the legislature. They will do the needful, that a speaker, the constitutional speaker, and the majority speaker both have said they will work in line with the ruling. So, thanks to our democracy, thanks to the president. But if people want to politicize it, like they say, oh, the Supreme Court have ruled, and in fact, yes, because of what they expected, oh, it's still land. Well, now you can say, tell your former regime or your former president that they were in error at the time, you couldn't do it. But today we can speak freely, and today we can say, yes, we can disagree with our own government on fundamental issues and constitutional issues. Yes, democracy has grown. So thanks, Esther, for the opportunity.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah, Esther, please, let me check in a little bit at Edmond. You know, the incident they always citing about Cabinet Janet, you cannot compare it to that of Fonadi Kofa. If you want to do the same, go through the processes, go through the proceeding. Cabinet Janet went through everything that he needed to go through the Senate, through the representatives, and he was impeached. But what you guys, along with your Bwakai, has done is you refer to as coup. You overthrow from Cuba. So you cannot compare the two. And then we are not asking Bwakai to interfere because they interfere in the whole legislature saga. What we are asking him to do is, according to our when we read it, the executive branch of government is to enforce. Let him remove the hand from the whole representative story and let him enforce. How does he do that? For your police director to take away all of the police, all of the war that you have or less speaker. What are we asking you to do? To save the country. But if you guys who support Bwaka are pushing him to continue the war, hey, brother, you're home. I don't care. This is not my government. I don't care how high it can be. We will find Faria to eat. We will find Bakawi to eat. But who the mess is then created for is Bwaka. Bwaka will be as the one that broke the law, the one that destroyed the Constitution, the one thing he has not done to suspend the Constitution. But reality, when you speak realistically, Constitution is suspended in Labrador. So, yeah, go on. We like that. The human one should blunder more than 50 times a day. 10 minutes challenge is about to close down after you say, go on. We like it. Bye-bye, sister.
Okay, that's what's on his mind. Let's take another person. Hello, welcome.
Hello.
Hello, welcome to the show. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Mr. Chapa calling from Broad Street.
Go ahead, Mr. Chapa.
Okay, you know, the Supreme Court not do all well with the Liberian people. If you went to court and the judge, you commit a crime and the judge say, this is why you say, and because of this, you are guilty. So you are there to find so or you go to jail. This is what I expected the chief justice to do. According to the law, you see that Kofa is the legitimate speaker. On Tuesday, the final verdict was to be anyone postulating as a speaker will be arrested and dealt with according to law. That's the decision. But the chief justice keep hanging the ruling. In that can always real ruling. And people are blaming President Bwaka. The chief justice do not have power to overrule the horse decision. The same way President Baka do not have the full power to overrule the horse decision. So they are equal branches and they have equal power. So I don't want for people to say President Baka is going to do this, do this. No. The whole thing is left in the hands of the Chief Justice.
That's not true. That is not true, Papi.
The Chief Justice said anyone that will enforcing it as a speaker will be arrested and then we according to law, who can move any further. So the whole thing is last in the hands of the Chief Justice. This is the one that's taking the share, and that can always definite decision.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So, Gus, we've been joined by Gus already. So, Gus, we'll just give you the time.
Good morning.
Then we can go back to our telephone lines. Go ahead. Good morning.
Thank you. First of all, there was a gentleman earlier that really has some good advice for Speaker Kofa, and I hope he listened to it. And this last gentleman, I mean, it's pretty bad how Liberian people think. Now all of a sudden they're gonna go back to this and that to equal branches of government. Yes. The executive enforces the law. You saw Mr. Oman I just called. You saw the executive enforcing the law when they believed that ultravirus meant that they can go ahead and do what they did. What did they do, Oman? I hope you're still listening. The executive took all powers away from Mr. Kofa, taking away his vehicles, his security, his salary, his everything, Mr. Oman. Which branch of government can do that? One branch of government. They took everything away from Mr. Kofa. But here's what I got news for them. President Weah, they put out, or the CDC and President Weah, they put out a statement. And if they don't adhere to it, they're about to find out what Liberia is going to be. Liberia will be ruled by men. And I'm telling you, going next week, if Speaker Kofa is not giving his vehicle, and everything that he deserves to be a speaker, the CDC. I'm not speaking for the CDC right now, but what we're talking about right now and what we're hearing, if they don't do it, we're going to ask President Weah to provide Speaker Kofa or executive protection services to be able to get to work. We will do it. And President Joseph Boakai will have to deal with us because we're not going to sit around anymore and deal with this nonsense. They have been given the opportunity. They had a justice minister who supposedly, I don't know what school he went to, he cannot interpret ultravirus in a ruling. He does not understand the ruling. I mean, common people, you should know this. That ruling was explicitly clear to every lawyer. Every lawyer that went to law school. By the way, the information that you get, they get more of. That's why he's in national security. He's on one of those advisors. He sits on those places. He listens to those things. He knew the advice he was giving the president was wrong. They have humiliated this man, Mr. Kofa. Maybe it's a way of the Pope dying. Joseph Boakai, you don't treat somebody like that. Okay? Maybe these are all of the things that are happening. But I'm telling you, if they do not give Funati Kofa, Honorable Kofa, I'm asking and I'm calling on the CDC to provide him protection. President Weah, give him your security card. Let Funati Kofa go to work every day protected. And let's see what this Liberia National Police going to do, this Liberia National Army, or whatsoever is going to do, because they will have to deal with the citizens of Liberia. And that we have to abide by the rule of law. And Mr. Kofa, I'm asking you, big brother, I will reach out to you after this. You cannot, as much as you say you want to do the right thing, like the old man said earlier, they need to come and sit on your gavel. And then you can go ahead and do whatever concessions that you want to make in the interest of Liberia. But if they do not, again, you are allowing them to run away with false narratives that the ordinary Liberian people do not understand. They need to come and sit under your gavel. And if they do not have confidence in you, you can then remove yourself. But outside of that, anything you do will call you ultravirus yourself. So you might as well just get ready for the wrath from us, because you yourself will be ultravirus for negotiating for doing anything outside of them coming and sitting on your gavel and then saying they don't have trust in you, and then you can remove yourself. But until then, Mr. Kofa, I am begging you, and to the CDC hierarchy, this is the way we go. We have to find maximum protection for Speaker Kofa to take him to work every day and make sure he gets home safe. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Let's go back to our telephone line and pick this person. Hello, welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Esther.
Good morning. Go ahead.
This is Father Tabu Rasta joining you for to be exact this morning in Zimbabwe.
Let's hear you quickly.
You know, Esther, let me say kudos to people of God in the U.S. You know, God spoke like a leader, and that's how leaders should always speak. Let's go to the issue quickly. The Supreme Court, in Liberia, after the Constitution, those who come to the Constitution, we have three separate branches of government.
Of course.
And it is because of the three separate branches of government today. If you see the legislature makes the law, the executive impose the law, and the Supreme Court interpret the law. So I don't think that the Supreme Court was wrong yesterday by interpreting the law. The Supreme Court has the final. The Supreme Court is the final arbiter of justice. So the Supreme Court can tell either you right and you wrong. Because when it comes to constitutional matter, the Supreme Court has that power. That's why the Supreme Court Article 66 are getting the power to do so. So I don't think that the Supreme Court is interfering into the issue of the legislature, because the Supreme Court told them that they don't have the power to say, man, you go back to force them to get on to a COFA. But it is the Supreme Court right to tell you, man, what you doing is wrong or is right. So I don't think in my mind that the Supreme Court was wrong. First, Esther, Article 1 of the Liberian Constitution, which gave power to the people. If the people feel it's Redekun, today Redekun was elected, he was re-elected based on the same Supreme Court ruling after he and countrymen protested for the election in district number 11. That the same court made to the countrymen say, okay, my man, say that this is, you're saying I'm wrong, I agree I'm wrong, so I will accept your ruling, and countrymen accepted the ruling. So Redekun does not have power over the Supreme Court, and we are calling on Redekun, we are watching the executive because they told us that it will not be business as usual. It will not be business as usual. And the legislature, the same way they take everything from, the executive, the same way they take all of the privileges from the legal figure, we ought to give everything back, because we are watching careful any attempt. The law give us the power to get on the street and make sure our leaders do the right thing. So we call on our international partners to call on the government to do the right thing. Because if the government fails to do the right thing, which means we all are going to will go free, because we're not living by law again. So we just get on the street, we scatter everything.
Free for all, everybody for themselves.
Okay, exactly. Let's come to this person. Hello, welcome. Caller, are you there? You've been calling for so long, and then just when it's time to pick your call, okay, you're calling back. Hello, welcome.
Thank you very much. I'm Richard King, calling from Iron Factory, Petit Brother.
Go ahead, Richard.
I ran the Iron Factory Community Town Hall, commonly known as Dumper Fire, a senior member of the Public Opinion.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I listened to one of your panelists from the United States. Yeah, his opinion, in my mind, is wrong. This is now between the CDC and the Unity Party. Franny Kofa is a speaker of the Republic of Liberia. Even though
he's a CDC, by the way.
Speaker of the Republic of Liberia. And the three branches of government have distinct function. The executive is the only government that will enforce the ruling from the court. The court does not have
we're asking them to do it.
The executive that will enforce the ruling from.
No, the panelist. Go ahead. Hello. Sorry, we didn't cut you off. You went off the line. Hello, welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon. This is Age English. I'm calling from Luton Town.
Go ahead.
If you do your research, you will get my recording last month. I call on the same program.
I can attest.
Nigeria is going towards serious trouble. The one we're in 1989 up to 2003, coming back again. And this man called Waka will plunge the country into another war. Waka then they are not prepared. That man 1-4, his rifle is already in the grave. where you see in the world Supreme Court of the country get decision on matter that is important in the country, and one or two men stand and say they are not going to go by it. We should watch out. 2029, you guys are showing you an example. Now what they will do, so in case any other party win, they will not surrender power. Are you getting me?
I am, sure.
Okay. So Liberia should get ready. If Waka do not study it, the whole money is on him now to advise his so-called speaker, Richard Kuhn. If he don't do so, Liberia will get in the street. When it calls for all to be one more protest, we'll do it and the government will fade away. No army should come in. As I said, we don't want military involvement. If Gregory Coleman get a police, and he get ready, we'll get in the street and they will kill the last person. We are prepared. Thank you.
Thank you, Pop. Let's take another person. Hello, welcome. Caller, are you on the line? Welcome to the show. Let's hear you.
Thank you. Just 30 seconds, right? So, yeah, this is Keo. Yeah, 30
Hussein,
seconds.
this is your second time calling.
Yeah, just to provide a short clarity in 30 seconds. I'm not taking a minute. So, I listened to gospel. He said
they kind of long talking there. You want me to read? No, Kaya, you can't pay for airtime.
No, very short. So, there is a government here, right? And there's head of state. So, the city does not have the power to provide security for Speaker Kofa. You understand? So, if you want to incite the people where you in the United States living your comfort and inciting people here to create their own government, then that is wrong. The government has taken serious of the matter. So let us create a space that the government will provide whatever security, whatever it takes.
I'm telling you, the ruling thing was just when.
Very clear.
Y'all sit there. We still want to sit there and put our hand between our legs anymore.
Okay, Hussein. I think we've had enough. We had enough. Let's go to another person quickly. Welcome.
Thank you very much. I was on the line, but I went off. I'm Richard King from Iron Factory.
Okay, Richard, you go ahead, Len, quickly.
Okay. Well, the ruling from the Supreme Court is welcoming. Look, this ruling is very, very important. The president should take the ruling very serious. And who can enforce the ruling? Right now, I even for my first time to hear from Honorable Dallas DeLong. He said he worked on the ruling, and now he made public that he recognized Speaker Kofa to be the speaker once the ruling from the court. So we are appealing to Honorable Joseph Bagaba now. I was expecting Honorable Kofa should have started getting his immunity, his security, his cars, everything should have put around him. Look, yes, he should have started getting his security right now. The court is the court. The court is the court. As soon as the court gave a ruling, I'm listening to Honorable Richard Kuhn. He said he would not accept the ruling from the Supreme Court. I think legally he's wrong. I know he's angry, but you have to accept it. You have no option.
He's just a shameful man.
Yeah, you have no option. You have to accept the ruling from the court. Right now, in the upper hall, the adults, our adults now, they are split. But majority is now saying they are going to go by the ruling. And I know Honorable Joseph Barker, who always saying that this country is a country of law. This is not a country of men. Then we look at Honorable Tony Sherman. His argument was the Supreme Court was interfering. And the leader said, no, we are not interfering. Go to Article 66. We are not interfering. We are not talking about your political issue, but we are talking about your rules.
Okay, Richard.
When you bend the rules, we have to look into it.
Okay.
So thank you for giving me the opportunity.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Let's come to this diaspora line. We have Madam Anna Ray on the line with us. Let's hear you quickly, ma'am.
Please, I don't want to call my name. I'm coming to give sensitive information.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Go
sorry.
Sensitive.
Yeah, you have already called my name, so I'll call you later and give it to you.
Okay. Okay, I'm so sorry. We like to recognize once we already know who calling. We like to, recognize. But okay, so let's go back to our line. Take orders. Hello, welcome. Hello.
Yeah, that's how you come on.
I'm okay.
Oh, I'm on live.
Yes, you are live on the radio. Go ahead.
Thank you, so. This is a group of in two community.
Mm.
First time call on your show. But then call on food. Oh, let me see the show to you. I don't know whether they are studio guests. Who are there? These people think that have the rule of the rule of law and also the constitution. But for all to take the other part article of constitution and downside the other one is very unfortunate.
Which one?
Very good. Article 49 talk about the removal of the speaker, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the last paragraph talk about the resolution. You move them by resolution. And also Article 33 talk about simple majority, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's get so Esther. As a good Bafi Governor, I'm married to a woman. The woman decided to leave me. No matter how much cold I want, even that Supreme Court, they will never tell me and my woman, you go to the house, you go settle in. But that would can't deny me for me to go for my woman to come back to me, except we must settle it. So I'm trying to say this figure thing here is political, being illegal. Right? It's political. So I don't want for someone to dress President Baka into this. They are separate of the government. So that public sentiment, the TDC, you look at the leader thing, this way that let them settle their own thing there, but so on to them. And let me tell you for a fact, Funati, when Rachel and the others will never stay down on Funati Gabu. They already decide what to do. So I don't know what to do in this. Because we are going to say if the people now go on Funati, I don't know, they will take their law in their own hand. And so I want to say that nobody will do President Baka. The post-election trauma for 2020, you can't bet that anger in.
Hello.
Yes. Good afternoon, Esther.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the show. Let's hear you.
Thank you very much, Esther. I'm Spencer Mohammed, and I come from a book down Coast Hill, Western Community. Esther, thank you very much. Esther, it's laughable for our brothers on the other side. The quote-unquote rescue 1.5 million team to have come here to begin to defend what is not defendable. The last time I remember, when Samura Peace Health Party was being nominated by President Weah to go as LRA both executive director, those guys, quote-unquote, rescue 1.5 million went to court. And Samara Wurukodi was denied. The other time I remember, when Musa Deen was being nominated to go on the Supreme Court bench as an associate justice, these quote-unquote rescue 1.5 million guys went to the court. That decision was thwarted. The last time I remember, when the very Supreme Court found Gloria Mususka guilty and she was sentenced for the evidence, found her guilty and she was sentenced and she was about to be sentenced. Those very rescue 1.5 million guys went to court. Today, Gloria Mususka is sitting at the Nigerian National Oil Company, making fat salary and living fabulous life. Those things were celebrated by those guys. The likes of Wimbledon Pitt, the likes of Mo Ali, all of them celebrated it. The Supreme Court was then esteemed. How can today Supreme Court have done? And these guys are here coming up with offensive defense. What are they telling us? Are they that they are more educated than us? I listened to my brother Hussein Kewu telling me about the former Janet case. Cabinet Janet was giving fair trial. His trial was presided over by Chief Justice Kopo, and they took decision. 21 senators voted to impeach him. How come are they telling this to this kind of a janjaweed style of doing things? These guys should not come here to play on our intelligence. This country is a confidence, and we must uphold and defend the law. Joe Biden was so in to uphold and defend this constitution, and we will make sure that If he refuses, the citizen will come in and his days are normal. Very soon, Kung will leave and he will be a history. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your contribution. Let's go to another person. Hello, welcome.
Yeah, Samira, please, man, let's don't do all.
This is Esther. This is Esther. Freedom FM. This is not Samira.
Oh, yeah. Esther, I beg you, let just be don't do all. You will think you 30 seconds. So please allow me my 30 seconds. Esther, please. I beg you,
I did not give him 30 seconds. Thank you. Go ahead.
Okay, let me tell you, I don't think that the statement coming from people of God is anything that preaches violence. No. Listen to the quote, the word supreme. That's why you know what the word supreme. You want to quote people now. You're explaining to the word supreme. Supreme is something like absolute power over everything. So when supreme says this, that's why we go back. So I don't think that if supreme says this, then you say you're not going back either. Then now.
Okay. Let's hello, welcome. Welcome to the show. Let's hear you.
Yeah. This is the voice of Idrissa.
Idrissa, please walk away from your radio.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, my sister. Let me say hi to senior brother of God. Yeah. And Ariu. Yeah. So you know, my sister, people that who send there, guys are the corner brigade boys. That's what you see in the office in Jakarta, at the corner brigade office. So they will come and market their ignorance. They don't be carried away by people like that who send Kiao is a sycophant to the highest degree. Don't buy that useless and irresponsible boss child. That man is just a disgrace to his family. I think I'm not a Muslim. You shouldn't spoil with a Muslim name. It's sad to see them begin to be marketing a ignorance for 120 billion.
Oh, we didn't cut you off. Okay, so keep your calls coming in. We still have enough time. Keep your calls coming in 0776 104 104 086 500 104. Hello, welcome.
Esther, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Go ahead.
Okay. There's a few things I want to inquire because some are always still learning. The first thing I want to understand, what is the meaning of honorable? Please explain that to me. It's not laughable, but we want to understand because when you see honorable for doing things, a low challenge, that's where the bigger question comes in. So I really want to know the meaning of honorable so you can take your own time in the line of the program. You see, let the other narrator know the meaning of honorable. Thank you.
Okay, let's go to another person. Hello, welcome. Oh, we didn't cut you off. I don't know what's happening. Let's see our other line. Hello, welcome.
Yeah, how are you, Esther?
I'm okay.
Okay. My name is Potes Jabba. I'm fully people. Hello?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Hello?
I'm listening.
Okay. I'm fully for people. I'm Potes Jabba.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Esther, let me tell you this something. This country is now Bwaga Republic.
Okay.
I remember.
Now, what kind of republic?
This country is Republic of Liberia. You know, Bwaga Republic here. So now let you guys, when they can't listen to the Supreme Court ruling, then the citizens will take their own ruling with the citizens. So, Mr. President, they say to me, Papa, will take you, no, say, whenever for the someone here in government, put to us, small, when I'm born, you're in government. So, if I want to look peaceful, then be that. If you don't want for the country to be peaceful, take it off. Take it off. Because the gangster you get around you, not help you. How many gangsters started around that happy? How many gangsters president do not happy? So don't look at the men around here, around you. They want to show us when they run away. We don't want to hear our country. Our children go to school too, hard to live. So we're begging you, please give all the opportunity to put it for us. I thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's take another person. Hello, welcome.
Oh, change it one more. Please give me 2 seconds.
Go ahead, Pap.
The beginning of the crisis at the Capitol, when the case went to the Supreme Court the first time, the Supreme Court used a phrase, return to status quo. It means go back to your usual cheap meeting area and put the case on the table. If it is discussed and cover is wrong, you will step aside. But they ignore it. The justice minister give different interpretation. So to me, I'm targeting 2 parties in a conflict. The justice minister and the president who know fully well and work with it. Those really gave representatives. They will pay the price if you're not straightening it up. I'm saying it and we are serious. Mobile, they will see it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Pap G. Let's have you. Hello, welcome.
Esther,
Yes, ma'am.
I think you're now. Shiva will take care. I know it's the spokesman for Waka government. I think they pay him now. When we were talking about person, yes, they pay him because he's in office now.
Oh, yeah.
Now, when you can't elaborate people are in the street and beg, when we were supporting president, we are government were full of the people they said they were paying us. So to my direct zero. When you go in the place, say you were in leg, they were paying us 2 million for in the budget for people defender. So I know they pay him, and when you can't defend, part of stupidity and wrong thing in the country that going on, they talking about the last year, all of what they're thinking the justice system. They want to let me come together and you're talking about today. And the same thing here, let me have a due process. Say you not know, say you're here, be like that, nothing inside. We pay money for you for nothing to go to school, and you're empty for you fasting where you will take care of. Nothing inside. We'll say the student go and learn no better to calculate to look by themselves. Oh, man, if you are nothing level the school, you brought the ship to up to this pocket. Who take care of what continue what forgot for him or go. But how will they live? Last thing you say in your man, if you don't learn lesson from him, what will be defending Boga government? What will the dogs want you want to defend it? Shame on you, Boga, and your children. Who take care of they will stay so mad for Boga administration. Nonsense there.
Okay, man, Sisi. Let's have another person. Hello, welcome.
Yeah. Good morning, Mrs. Esther.
Good morning. How are you? Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, this is Mohammed Donzo Fafana Jr. And I do join you from the Somali job area. Well, my point this morning is Boaka. While Liberian people wish us to this stage by electing an incompetent president of this nation. Wow, this is Boaka for us, and this is the problem of Liberia. But some surrogates that cause on this radio by defending Boaka, saying that Boaka is you are fighting on a slippery ground. How we come on the radio defending a wrong thing? The audience all listening, they know that 2 to 3, 4 or 5, 6, 7 audience know that what he's saying it is not true. What always call and say contradicting things. It is shameful to the person who do that. I don't have the head to call somebody near or say somebody. But it's shame to you. You come on the radio, you always saying a lot of negative things. And it's shame, man.
Interesting, very interesting this morning. Let's have another person. Hello, welcome.
Yes, good morning.
Morning.
I'm Boban speaking from Popokeba.
Go ahead.
The issue of constitution is a matter of must, not belief. It is through the constitution it was shown in by this same Chief Justice. The Assault Power was not made explicit. It was just to symbolize and what he did yesterday. So why is the whole of go in the house, mobilize your 45 men, and vote against Komani Kopa? Komani Kopa himself does not have no problem. Yeah, same Tomafara. He's the one who said, let us meet there and you preside. So why? No.
Okay.
But let them know. Let them not forget the Constitution. The first paragraph in our Constitution is power to the people. The citizens have the right to move on our to let them get themselves together. That man was elected 1997 and he was ordered to leave office
by the order of the former president of America, Job. Thank you for my opportunity.
Hello, welcome.
Good afternoon. Good morning. Uh, money is the power of war.
Go ahead quickly.
I've been listening first keenly to all the discussion, different radio station. Boom is proceeding wrong, and he has been always not happy with what kind of behavior. What I can tell Kum and Joseph Blackman, he should be happy that this man, they are fornicating in his government as a leader. In his government, Joseph Blackman government. Because he has taken over that part of your government and he has been proceeding there wrong, and then signing document falsely and position himself as speaker. And they are arresting him and carrying over the true law that this man proceeded wrong. So that means this man is a rebel. So you can't keep rebel in your government. If that is the case, then if you want to keep that man in your government, you know what is going to happen to you? Then you are the one that's supporting rebel government or rebel activity in your government. You are your rebel group. You will go. Yes. We can tell the army to take it out. I'm telling you, you can't behave like this. Okay? If not, then there will be no work until that man leaves the office of speakership. Why? Why you keep telling men like him in your God or with you? It will show to us that you're the one supporting the man. And they have been accusing you small, kept quiet, listening to you people. Okay? So that's it. And you can remove that man.
Okay.
And you cannot remove that man, Joseph Wakai. And you can remove
Okay. Thank you very much. Let's squeeze in one more person. Hello, welcome.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm okay. Go ahead quickly. 30 seconds.
I'm very much calling from Chicken Soup Factory.
Go ahead.
Thank you so much. I wonder those who are calling are not CDC people who damage this country, who spoil the country, who never even went by the decision of the Supreme Court.
What are some of the things that is poor?
The fellow that was son appointed by Ellen to the Court of St. James. They removed him from there. He went to the Supreme Court. I may not remember his name, but he went to the Supreme Court. He won the case. They still removed him. Cabinet General was not removed fairly. Besides that,
you think so?
Yes, Cabinet General was not removed fairly.
They went through the court process, right?
He went to the Equa Court and they said the government was wrong. He came back for his money and the government of CDC refused up to today. Besides that, Joe White went to the Equa Court and Joe White, who was those special son or a son by maybe adoption, refused to pay that woman up to today, the 6th year. So we don't want to listen to CDC people. Let different people talk.
Well, I don't think this is about CDC people, okay? This is about a certain speaker who is being forcefully removed from his position. That's what we're talking about here today. But we have the comment section. We will not do due diligence if we don't read out the comments quickly. Let's read few comments out and then we can send controls back to our Radio LIB partners. Let's have these comments fast as we can. I don't know what's happening to this. Okay, so we have Stanley Sharif watching. We have KKD pass away. She says, "Hi Esther, good morning, ma'am. I think it's afternoon now, but it's morning to your end. So good morning." We have Jeneton K Baller watching from the USA. We have Duarte. Good morning, Esther. Good morning to you, ma'am. I hope you're okay. And then we have Josephine Satya. She says, "Good morning, my freedom family." We have T Maxwell, Sugar Bird. We have he says, "Good morning, Esther." We have Lawless. This is T Max. It says lawlessness going on the increase, and we have. He says, for the 2 years experience, government can respect the Supreme Court. How did we get here? Liberia is at the crossroad as the Joseph Walker is not in control to make decisions. And we have Goff T. Fire says, I'm following from Pinsville Red Light. So far, I think these are the comments we have. Gus Aliyu, let's close up quickly. Oh. All right, I don't know what's going on, but Gus, we cannot hear you. I mean, I can see that you are unmuted, but if your voice is not coming through, I don't know why. Let me try this. Go ahead. Aliyu, can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, then I can't hear you. I don't know what's going on. I don't know whether the internet is with our board or the internet. I don't know what the issue is, but I think we'll just have to close up like that. So, folks, this is how we like to bring down curtains on today's presentation of the program from the pre-news. I don't know what's wrong with our system right now. I cannot hear the guys. I'm sure they're trying to say something. My name is Esther Daku, and Gus Koma was here. Aliyu Masali was here. Until we talk to you again, that will be on Monday. Okay, tomorrow is throwback, and so Monday will be here with a fresh edition of another program of with the print news. I'm Esther Daku. To have yourselves a great day. Bye bye.